Hey guys, welcome to Profit Guru. I'm Cassandra Barney and I'm a full-time Amazon seller. On this channel, we love to teach you guys different ways that we're learning to make money online, especially ways that we are making money with our own Amazon business. So if you're interested in that type of content, please consider subscribing to our channel. In this video, I want to teach you guys how to do the perfect Amazon launch for your new product. It's not like eBay where you can just take some pictures of the product on your phone, put in a generic description, and expect sales. Launching a new product on Amazon takes a lot of strategy and calculated moves. So today, I'm going to be teaching you 5 very powerful strategies so that you know that your new product is going to have a successful launch and get you a ton of sales. Let's get to it. There's literally probably not a more exciting feeling in the world than launching a new product on Amazon. I mean, we all watch those videos about people who are selling on Amazon. They launch a product and they're making tens of thousands on one product alone. It is possible, but good Amazon sellers know that there is a very strategic way that you need to approach your launch, and it has nothing to do with getting lucky. So these are the 5 best tips that I can give you to have the most successful launch possible on Amazon with your new product. Now, the ultimate goal of every Amazon seller is to get your product to the top of the search page. And there's a lot of reasons for this, but the most obvious reason is if you're not on the first page and you're not one of those first listings that buyers are seeing when they input their keywords, what are the odds that they're going to go to the second page, to the third page, to the 4th page? The odds aren't great. And the stats show that the further down that you are on the search page, the less you're going to get in sales. For example, let's take 1 second and search for the keyword candle. If you look right here, there are 10,000 results for the single key phrase, candle. So someone that's looking for a candle and that's all they put in for the search, here's the first listings that they're going to see. So if we scroll down, what are the odds that a buyer is going to go through all of these, go on to the next page and the next page, maybe you're way past page number 7. You're not going to be getting any sales. So that is the ultimate goal with your launch. You want to rank your product to be seen as far up on page number 1 as possible. So how do we do that? Well, here's how to get to the top. Amazon has an algorithm, and these different criteria go into that algorithm. So something that they're looking at is your sales velocity. In a given amount of time, how many times is your product purchased? Along with the 5-star ratings and reviews. That's a big one. Not only are you getting sales, but you need to be getting 5-star ratings and really good reviews on your products. This tells Amazon that customers like this product and they're going to bump it up for more of their customers to see, because that's the end goal with Amazon. They want their customers to be happy. They want their customers to be making purchases. So those listings that have the 5-star ratings, a ton of them, and a ton of really great reviews, they know that that's what their customers like, and they're going to bump that up. The high click-through conversion rate. This means for every time that somebody sees your listing, how many times are they clicking on it and then actually following through with making the purchase? If you have a good click-through conversion rate, that's going to bring you up as well. Then Amazon also likes to see how closely your item is to a match for what their buyers are searching for. Any good Amazon seller can tell you that sales don't happen on accident. It is very strategic. A good seller is calculated, they do a ton of research, and their launch is really well planned. A little tip here you'll see down to the side, having an amazing product, the best product in the world maybe, that on its own is not enough to generate sales. There has to be more behind it for your plan of action with your launch. So make sure you stay until the end, because strategy number 5 is something that a lot of sellers and buyers don't really think about, but it has a lot to do with making people click that buy now button. So stick around for sure until the 5th strategy. Let's get on to the first one. So here's the very first thing that you're going to want to do well before you are planning your launch. You need to build a list of potential customers and build a community. So with this, you are going to be utilizing all of the social medias that you use. Some really great social medias for doing this, for advertising some products, some brands, for just making yourself known and getting people to attract to you and to be in your vibe and your community. TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, and even YouTube if you're ready to go down that route. I love these three in conjunction, the first three, because if you make something on TikTok or Instagram, you can just upload it to the other ones. So for example, I'll make a video on Instagram, and that one video I can share to my Insta, my TikTok, and my Facebook. I'm not having to double whammy and make different videos for each platform. You just share them across all the platforms and build that community of people. Now, the reason why you're going to want to do this is you need to get them following you. And the ultimate goal is to, in the end, when you launch your product, you're going to have a group of people who are in your tribe that trust you, that respect you, that vibe with you. And once you launch your product, the goal is to get them from your social communities over to the sales page and click that buy button. Now, even if you don't have a product yet, you should at least have some goals, some mission statements in mind and what niche you want to be in. Who do you want to serve? Who do you want to help? What are you trying to accomplish with this brand or business that you're building? That's really all you need to know to start building your list and building your community. Now, what you're going to want to do within these communities is hype your people up. So you're chatting in there, you're having conversations, and you're also dropping in there as you're getting your launch closer. So maybe a month into your launch, you're going to be giving your people little snippets of your product and ultimately trying to get them on an email list. A great way to do this is to offer an incentive. For example, if you click here, enter your email, get on my email list, you are going to be entered to win XYZ. So some type of incentive that's going to make people more likely to give you their email. And now you have an email list being built of potential customers when you're ready to launch your product. A Facebook group is also a great place to build a community of people. You can have interactions in there. You can be asking these people different questions. Maybe you have some ideas for a product, but really all your products, you're trying to serve a purpose, serve a need, help people. What better way to do that than to ask these people who are going to be your potential customers some questions? So this is a great way to get feedback that you can absorb when you are creating your product. So this is the first step to a successful launch, and you can do it well before you even have a product in mind. Start building your email list and start building a community around you. That's what's most important in this day and age of selling. Think about it. If I wanted to buy a water bottle, there are hundreds of thousands of water bottles. How might I differentiate as a buyer? Well, if I knew the person who created the brand personally, and there was a community around them, and I was in that community, and that person was right in front of me, I would probably buy their water bottle before I would buy somebody else's who I didn't have any idea who the brand owner was. So the very first thing that you're trying to do here with your brand and your launch is to sell yourself first. Get people to trust you and to like you and to build that community. Now, the second thing that goes into having a very successful launch with your new Amazon product is having an optimized listing. This involves using A+ content. So the only way you can get A+ content is if you are brand registered. So brand registry with Amazon involves you getting a trademark. So if that's something, if you're serious about building your brand and making some serious money, it's definitely something to invest in. Yes, it costs some money to get that trademark registered, but you're going to be able to do so much more with your listing, and it's going to be so powerful and make people want to buy from you versus your competitors because it's just going to be so optimized and professional looking. So some things to think about. Amazon puts products on the top based on what they think their customers will like. It's a search engine, just like Google. So when you type something into Google, whatever matches closest to those keywords that Google thinks is going to satisfy you the most and answer that question is going to be higher up. The same thing with Amazon. So what you're really going to want to do is to make sure that your listing is completely optimized. So when somebody searches for specific keywords that you're trying to index and rank for, that you get shown when they enter those keywords. So Amazon lets you upload a ton of images of your product. So you're going to shoot for at least 8 very professional looking images. Computer rendered ones would be great. So for this, you could even hire a graphic designer through Fiverr, through Upwork, somewhere like that. And it doesn't cost a lot of money to get digital rendered images for your product. Like I said earlier, it's not like eBay where you're just going to want to take your iPhone and take a generic photo of the product. You're going to want this to be crisp and clear, nice white backgrounds, and look as professional as possible. Something else is a video. If you can add a video to show your customers in action, somebody holding that product, using that product, what it looks and feels like, that is so powerful for buyers. And you're only going to get that with the A+ content and the brand registry. So I mentioned a minute ago about indexing and keywords. So what it means to index on Amazon is when somebody types in a specific keyword, your product will pop up for that. So if I was trying to sell microphones here, if someone were to put in microphone and my product popped up, then I would be indexed for that keyword microphone. So you're definitely going to want to do keyword research here to try and get some ideas for keywords that you think you're going to be able to rank for. Now there's different type of keywords. There's long tail keywords and there's short tail keywords. And it's kind of just what it sounds like. Short tail keywords would be those keywords that are 1 to 2 words. So microphone, that would be a short tail keyword, 1 word. A long tail keyword would have 3+ words on it. So it might be like microphone with a stand. So that is something that is more likely for you to rank for than the short tail microphone. Because if you think about it, there are going to be so many listings with just the keyword microphone. So trying to rank for those long tail keywords is definitely going to leave you with a lot more options and less competition. So once you've done some research on the keywords that you think you can index and rank for, you are going to want to drop them all over that listing. It is going to be the first things that go into the title. It's going to also be reproduced into the description and reproduced into the bullet points. So think about and do some really good quality research on the keywords that you want to rank for, and they're going to go all over your listing. The very best thing to do with those keywords is to put them right at the start of the title of the listing. The ones that you're really trying to rank for, those are going to be the first few words in the listing itself. Now, when it comes down to the description, you don't want to leave your customers second guessing anything. You are trying to solve a specific problem for them, so you are going to clearly showcase the benefits of the product right there in the bullet points. Show them exactly what value they are going to take from this product. And if you do have the A+ content, you're also going to make sure that you have some beautiful banners and some storefront images so that you can showcase your brand. So let's look at this listing for a second. The listing health score, they have a 9.64. This goes up to a 10. So that is a really healthy listing score. So if we look at the title, we can see all of the keywords that they're trying to index and rank for. We have massage gun, upgrade percussion massage muscle gun for athletes, handheld deep tissue massage. So those are their long tail keywords that they're trying to rank for. And then their short tail keyword right here, massage gun. I can see their first image. It's beautiful. It has a nice white crisp background and it doesn't leave any questions unanswered to me. I can see the gun there. I can see all of the different pieces that come with it. Now, if I look through right here, it even gives me more information. All of the different levels, easy to operate, accurate display of speed, high torque, brushless motor, comfortable, powerful, and quiet, 40 dB, lower noise. So if I was really in the market looking for a top quality massage gun, This listing, it's leaving no questions in my brain. Even though I can't try it out, even though I can't be in the store holding it and touching it, it's answering all of the questions that I might have right here on the listing. So this is something that you definitely want to do when you're creating a new listing. This right here, this image is beautiful. It's showing all of the different replacement heads and what it is able to help you with. For example, the Y-shaped head, suitable for arm and leg muscles. So if I was having an issue with my arm and legs, I would know right there by buying this gun, I would be all set. And then finally, the last one, if I want to see it in action, right here, I have the video. Let's scroll down a little further and look at the bullet points. Massage gun can effectively relieve muscle fatigue and pain, promote blood circulation, relieve lactic acid, and let you enjoy the comfortable experience brought by a deep tissue massage gun. So right there, it's showing you all of the different benefits. So somebody looking to relieve muscle fatigue, you're covered. Muscle pain, you're covered. Promote blood circulation, lactic acid, you're covered. So every question they're answering, they're leaving nothing unimagined to the buyer. 20 speed levels, 10 replaceable massage heads, handheld percussion massage gun, deep tissue, lightweight design, and carrying case. So this is a really well devised listing. It's answering all of the questions that you might have, and it is very professional looking. So if I come down a little further on the listing, I can tell that this seller has brand registry. Not only do they have that video, which you have to be brand registered to have, but here we have a beautiful banner from the brand. This really creates trust with your buyers because it makes you look like a professional business. There's the product description. So all of this is a huge selling point against the competitors. So if there was maybe a different massage gun that I might be contemplating to buy as a buyer, and if that massage gun didn't have these banners and these store images and all of these beautiful images here and the video and answering all my questions, why would I go with that one versus this one? You wouldn't. You're going to go with the listing that looks the most professional, that answers all your questions, and that clearly showcases all of the features and the benefits of the product. The customers can't just go into the store and touch the products on Amazon. So make it through your listing so that they don't have to. Don't leave any question unanswered. All right, so the third strategy to having a super successful launch of a new product on Amazon: use influencers. I mean, they're called influencers for a reason. They have a huge following. They are able to influence people to do certain things. This is a great way to drive traffic to your listing. So some places that you can find some influencers could be any of these social medias that you're already utilizing to build your brand, build your presence, and build your products on. So what you need to do, maybe for example, you're on Instagram. You're going to search within your niche. Maybe you're in the beauty niche. You're going to search for influencers who are in that same niche. Now, the goal here is to find an influencer who has less than 10,000 followers. And the reason being is that means that they are pretty new into the game. The influencers who have this huge, massive group of people following them, they're not going to promote your products for free. So if you can find an influencer that is kind of like mediocre, they have a great following, but they are not up there yet, they are very likely to go ahead and promote your product for free. All you need to do is message them, let them know, give them a compliment. Hey, I love what you're doing here. I love your brand. I love your videos. You're very inspiring. Listen, I have this new product that I'm launching. I think you're going to love it. How would you feel about me sending you this product for free and you go ahead and promote it and share it with your people? That's all you have to do. So do this to as many people as you can find for influencers who are 10,000, maybe down to 5,000, so that you know that they have a big enough following to make it worth your while. And you are going to message them. If they take the bait, send them the product for free, and there you go. They are going to promote that and drive traffic to your listing. Now, where they're going to promote it, on their social media pages, obviously, whichever ones they are prevalent on, but one that you might want to ask them for specifically is on Amazon Live. This is a feature that is only made with your brand registry, so having that trademark, but it is so powerful. If you're familiar with QVC, watching on the television where they are trying to sell you something and then the people come on and they're using it in action, and then right below it says, call now to get this. That's exactly what Amazon Live is. So you want to get an influencer who has a good following so that you know people are viewing it. They're going to be showcasing it, showing people what it is, how it works, how much they love it. And right below it is going to be the button, click here to buy now. So using Amazon Live, so powerful for your launch and converting to sales. As you can see, you don't have to have a banging social media presence to be able to have a successful launch. Now, if you do want to build up a really great social media presence, you're going to be having two birds killed with one stone. You're going to be focused on building your own presence over here, getting your own group of people, your own group of following, and you're going to be finding these influencers who already have their groups of followers. And between the two of you, or 3, 4, or 5, as many influencers as you can find, you're going to be just driving traffic to your listing. All right, the fourth strategy to having yourself launch a great Amazon product is to get sales quickly. There's going to be a very short window for you to prove to Amazon and its algorithm that your listing is worth being put to the top. So you are going to want to prove yourself and your potential really fast. And the best way that you can prove your product is through sales, not just the sales, but reviews. You need to get those great reviews and those 5-star ratings. So this is a kind of a gray area. Technically, Amazon doesn't like you doing this, but myself and everybody that I know, this is what we do to increase our sales. We ask people to buy our products and we'll give them the money back for it. Now, why I say this is great. If you are having people leave reviews on your listings and you have the same IP address, so they've logged into your Amazon account or they're on the same internet as you're both logging into the same spectrum, that is going to red flag Amazon right away and you're going to get your account shut down. So don't do that. Instead, what you want to do is you want to use your network of people around the entire country. So for example, I built a network of people who are like-minded like me. We chat, we hang out about Amazon and selling, and they're all over the different states. What I want to do is approach these people and be like, hey guys, so I just launched my new product. I'm super excited about it. I live over here in New York. You live in Texas. Would you buy my product? I'll give you the money for it. You can have the product for free, but what I really need you to do is to go to Amazon, search for these specific keywords that I'm trying to rank for, find my listing, click it, make a purchase, and then leave a really great review with 5 stars. So like I said, it's a gray area. Technically, you're not supposed to really be doing this, but if you do it the safe way, you're not having people like all in your hometown. I'm not going to approach 20 of my family members who live in the same town as me and tell them all to go on Amazon and buy my product and leave a review. That's not how you do it. So you need to be networking with people, but you don't want them all to be like in the same area. You want to ask people everywhere that you know, hey, can you help me out here? I just launched this product and I really need to get sales and reviews on it. So that's a strategy. Take it if you want, leave it if you want. That's up to you, but that is definitely something that a lot of the top sellers do. You have to keep the end goal in mind. Not only are they clicking and buying, you want those reviews. So that is something that you definitely want to follow up with them on to make sure that they actually leave the review. The last thing you can do with getting sales quickly is Amazon PPC. So PPC is pay per click. So what you're doing here is you're paying every time somebody clicks on your listing. So with this, you can target different keywords. You already did the research thinking about the keywords that you can rank for, and that's what you're going to launch your PPC campaigns on. This is definitely going to bring you to the top when people are searching for those keywords, but it does cost money. So keep that in mind. Amazon PPC, it's very friendly, super to use, but it does cost money. With using Amazon PPC, you're going to want to make sure that you're using relevant and strategic keywords to get indexed. I see this all the time and Amazon doesn't like it. People will use keywords that have nothing to do with their product just because they've seen maybe that a competitor is using this keyword and they're trying to kind of copy those keywords to also get the followers, but Amazon doesn't like that. I'll give you an example. I was looking at a specific bundle that had to do with like spa products, and I was trying to generate some keywords that I could use for my own listing. And the top keywords that I kept seeing had to do with adult toys. And I was like, what? That has nothing to do with it. Well, adult toys, those keywords, were the top keywords that the first seller that was getting all of the sales was using. So anytime somebody tried to search something about adult toys, their listing was popping up. Other sellers are seeing this, and now they're also using these same keywords. It had nothing to do with the product. Definitely make sure that you're sticking with relevant keywords. And make sure that you're checking your PPC. Some keywords are going to perform better with PPC than others. So a tip down here, hairbrush with glitter handle. That would be a long tail keyword. That is definitely going to have a lot more potential to rank you and index you than just using the short tail hairbrush. Think about it. How many listings do you think there are on Amazon with just hairbrush? Thousands and thousands. But if you can get more specific and your hairbrush has a glitter handle, that could be a long tail keyword that you're going to want to rank for. So you could try them both out. Try some PPC on just hairbrush, those keywords. Try some PPC on hairbrush with glitter handle. But keep checking in on your PPC and see how they're performing. You don't want to be shelling out money on PPC that aren't converting. So people that are clicking on it and the sale isn't happening. So check those. Make sure you're checking them. The PPC that's not converting, shut them off and invest the money into the keywords that are performing. Test out your PPC keywords. Don't waste money on keywords that aren't performing. I can't stress that enough. PPC can really, really add up. So you're definitely going to want to stay on top of it and see which keywords are performing for you. Thank you for sticking around until the end. And here we are. The fifth technique, one of the most powerful strategies that I can really think of when it comes to a successful launch, is knowing different techniques that get people to buy. Really, getting people to buy and converting them over to click that buy button, it's psychology. It's psychology based. Knowing those different strategies that make people say, okay, I need to buy this. I want it right now. It's something that you need to learn. But once you learn it, it is so powerful. It reminds me of a book that I learned when I was in college, and it was called Everything's an Argument. Basically, the summary of a book is that all language is motivated by goals. People have different purposes, different activities. We live in a complex world, and language is complex. So through your language, you can influence people's beliefs. You can elicit different emotions in them, make them think and feel a certain way by how you are presenting things to them, how it looks, and how you're saying it. So that leaves us with, how do we effectively argue and convince people to click that buy button? So these are the best strategies from a psychological point of view that make people click and buy. So here we go. Number one, scarcity. People want things that they think are limited, that they think is going to run out, and that they might not be able to get if they do not act now. For example, if Nike launches a new brand of shoes and they say there are only 5,000 of these shoes, once they're gone, they're gone. That triggers something in buyers' minds. An average person looking at a shoe that does not have a limited number on it, they might think about it for a while, especially if that purchase costs more than $50. More than $50, they're going to hum and haw. They might think about it for a couple days because that $50, that can buy a lot of groceries for their family. But if they're into shoes, they like what that shoe looks like, and they are presented with the idea, oh my gosh, there are only 5,000 of these. Once they're gone, they're gone. I want it and I'm getting it now. It kind of triggers a little button that shuts off their logical thinking processes, and it makes them want it and not think too much into it, and they're going to click that buy now button. A great strategy is the today only strategy. I remember it was so long ago. It had to have been at least a decade ago, but my friend and I, we were watching TV late one night, and this makeup brand came on. It was kind of like a QVC. It was a commercial for it, and it said, today only, the next 24 hours. You will only be able to get this sale the next 24 hours. And she said, oh my gosh, I think I want to get it. I want to get it right now while that sale's going on. And I looked at her and I was like, really? You're falling for that? Because that was around the exact same time that I was reading this college book, Everything's an Argument. And I was like, listen, that 24 hours, that's not a thing. Tomorrow, when the 24 hours is up, this same commercial is going to be on, and the same bundled deal is still going to be a thing, and they're still going to say for the next 24 hours only, because it's a mind game. If they can trick your mind and think, act fast, I need to do it now. I don't have time to sit around and think about it. I need to get it. If I want it now, I need to get this deal now. It's all a strategy to make people buy. So scarcity, so powerful to use. The next technique to make people click that buy button, authority. And this is where you can get your influencers to come into play. People are more likely to take the advice of people who have authority. So people who are up here in power, if they say to do something, other people are more willing to listen to them because they have a position of authority. And average people like to listen to people that have a position of authority. Number 3, repercussion. If somebody does something nice for you, think about it. What does that make you want to do? Something nice in return. So this is where you can really think about those social media communities that you're building and doing nice things for those people, because in return, psychologically, reciprocation says that if somebody does something nice for you, you want to reciprocate that and do something nice for them. So make sure that you're offering these people something so that in the end, they're going to want to reciprocate that and buy your product. The next one, consistency. If your face is known in these different communities that you're trying to build, you're in there every day, you're talking to these people every day, everybody's communicating, it becomes a part of their daily routine. People like routine. They like to be doing things that are consistent over and over again. So if you launch your product in these places that you're building consistency, well, consistency is going to tell these people, I need to buy this product, stay consistent. That's going to generate sales. The next one, likable. How likable are you? That's why you want to get your face out there and sell yourself first. If people can see you, the person behind the product, and that you are a genuine person, you have your customers' best interest in heart, you want to help them, you're not just doing it to make a penny, and they think that you genuinely care about them, you're going to be more likable to them. And if you're likable to them, it's going to generate to more sales for you. And the last one is consensus. People follow the masses. If a huge group of people are saying your product and your stuff that you're selling and you as a person is amazing, it's going to make all these other people also believe that. So this is another place where those influencers come in handy. If an influencer up here is saying, oh my gosh, this person is so great, or their product is so great, and they get all their people to think that, and now all these people are talking about it, people are going to follow the masses. They follow the consensus. If this is what everybody is saying, then it must be so, and we should think like that too. That's just how psychology goes with thinking. So these are the different techniques, number 5, that really excite me about selling, because it has a lot to do with the brain and thinking of these different strategies to get people to shut off their reasonable, logical thinking and to want to connect with you as a person, to like you, to build consistency with you, to reciprocate what you're giving them. If you're a position in authority, or you have position in authority who are pushing and promoting your products, and you're showing that there's scarcity to it, these are going to make your products sell even faster. I hope this video was super useful for you guys, and that you could see just how powerful having a very calculated plan for your launch is to generate your success with your product. It does not involve luck. It involves a lot of planning and a lot of strategy. So I hope you were able to use this video to get yourself prepared for your own launch so that it can be a total success. I'll see you on the next video.